Hey everyone, this is Alex Jarczynski from OCGG. First of all, we want to thank everyone for the outstanding support that we've gotten for the Realmsound project Kickstarter. But we've gotten some questions and comments from people asking exactly how we see audio playing a role in the gaming experience. So we've got Owen Landsberg here, and he's going to explain how music plays such an important role in tabletop gaming.
Yeah, here at OCGG we've seen music as two different types of elements. We have ambiance music and actual music. Ambiance music is something that the DM actually selects for just the players to hear, for us to kind of get in the right mood or tone or something like that, to set the tone for the entire session. So if you're having like a horror session or something like that, the DM can choose something appropriate to that. Or, you know, if it's a happy, end of the war, cheerful, kind of something like that, it's something for us to kind of just get into the right mood. Whereas actual music is music that is meant to be heard in the session, so the PCs are actually hearing it, not just the players. With that kind of actual music, it's really good for us because it enhances the role-playing experience for us, because it allows us to hear the music and that way have an appropriate response to the PC, so we kind of identify with our PCs a little bit more.
Very cool. Hey Robert, so we just heard from Owen as far as the role that music plays in gaming, but can you talk to us a little bit about sound effects and why we simply just can't imagine, or we could imagine the dragon roaring overhead, but how sound effects actually adds to the gaming experience more than simply just thinking it?
Right, so yeah, imagination has always been there. It's what, well, tabletop gaming is built on it, and we're playing pretend with rules. But to add audio would raise it up so much. Like movies, video games, all other forms of entertainment have really added this as many dimensions as they can. Audio has been missing mostly due to it not being available, not really there being an interest because it's not available and it's not easy to assemble. By us bringing this to everyone through the various laptops and tablets, the things that are present at our game tables that weren't even 10 years ago, even maybe 5 years ago, we can really start pushing this. This can be a lot simpler and more effective than it could have ever been dreamed of.
So can you give us an example of sound effects in play?
Yeah, for instance, I'm about to show you a scene of a wizard trying to blast apart a stone structure to trap a terrifying beast.
Robert, we heard a pretty interesting scenario that you just set up for us using some pretty cool sound effects. Could you tell us about what it took for you to set that up?
Well, it took about 15 minutes of work, considering that I needed to have all the files ready on the computer, have them available in 3 different file types so that I could click the play buttons at different times, have the audio levels set at the actual mix that I want, so that the files played at the crossover of each other. This probably would not have happened in an actual game environment. It's a lot of fun. There's just not enough time to go rooting around in your computer directory for all those files. With our soundboard and our availability that we want to do, that would be eliminated. We'd be able to allow players and DMs of every game type to pull up those files at a moment's notice, and on as short a time as waiting for your other players to pass turn, you can have your next action queued up in sound as well as in thought, so that imaginations at the table all feel the way that you feel when you're preparing your next action.
Hey guys, it's Michael Adams here with Leanne. We're going to discuss how voiceover can enhance tabletop gaming. So Leanne, how can voiceover enhance tabletop gaming?
Voiceover scripts give GMs the ability to add personality, quirks, and characteristics to an otherwise lifeless NPC. It gives players the ability to kind of imagine that character in their heads and figure out exactly who they're dealing with.
So are you saying that you're a little bit tired of the DM having the same 12 voices with the different races, even though there's a million of them out there for tabletop gaming?
Well, no, it's just, it kind of changes things up a little bit. It makes it easier to kind of immerse yourself in the game. It makes things a little different and a little more interesting, basically.
So you can react better when you have a better imagination of what it is you're interacting with?
Yes, it helps you. It aids in the imagination, that's for sure. It helps you just create appropriate responses, pretty much.